Real talk, the truth, nigga.
And it don't stop. Yeah. Mr. Real Talk, the metaphor Messiah.
Bow down to
The king.
bow down to the king.
We're talking legendary coming soon, the mixtape. Great legend. Black stars.
I bring the battle to you. If we were the same size, you couldn't fit in my shoes. Bear crown for the infinite. You better check your insolence. Career skip flush, the same toilet that you pissed in. This rap shit's a piece of tiramisu. They should've kept it independent. Ask Schoolboy Q. Lay siege to your throne. You are fucking with Capone. She ain't fucking with me. She fucking with one of my clones. Nasty with the similes. Monster with a metaphor. She can suck a mean one. Why you think I'm metaphor? Beat stay knocking through your ears and your spinal cord. Hating on the youth. Use a
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we have just finished watching one hell of a Hell in a Cell. Man, oh, wow. Every time I thought it was not going to get any better, it went and got better. I mean, really. That's what was going on. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I loved what was happening with that entire situation. Very, very good ending. Are we live? I'm not sure if we are live. Something is telling me here that we are not correct here. I don't know, but hopefully we are. Absolutely incredible, man. I am thrilled with what happened tonight. I thought it was a good show from top to bottom. I thought a lot was going on there. And, of course, we've got to talk about the ending. We've got to talk about the ending. Let's start with the ending because it was so well done. It was so smartly booked. And I'm not just talking about the ending with the Wyatt. So I'm going to get into that in a minute. But that match with Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker was brilliantly booked. Brilliantly. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen exposing the wooden planks on a ring before. That was a great effect. You sickos out there got your blood. Holy shit. You got a little bit of everything that you wanted to see. We got an epic confrontation from these guys with a definitive ending. Yes, Brock used the exact same low blow that got him in the last match, but it was kind of poetic. This match was very well done. It wasn't too over the top, but it was just the right amount of holy shit. I absolutely loved it. I hope you guys did too, man. I thought overall the entire show was really good. We're going to get into the copious amounts of notes. We're going to take your calls live on Skype at David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or 702-751-2902. We're going to be taking your calls, hearing what you guys have to say, man. Here's the thing. That goddamn finish with the Wyatts coming out, that was something that I don't think a lot of people were expecting. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. To throw curveballs over, it's just one of those nice situations that we don't always get. We got a curveball with those motherfucking Wyatts. All four of them, by the way. 4 of them getting the best of The Undertaker. Now, what does this accomplish? And how does that tie in to those promos that we heard, or saw, I should say, earlier in the night? Because let's face it, we did see them. And what did it mean with those wonderful Survivor Series, the 25-year Survivor Series? Well, boom! They just transitioned the Wyatt family from Roman Reigns to The Undertaker for Survivor Series. Now Taker's going to go ahead and get his little team together, and they'll take on this very, very formidable team of the Wyatts. Should be a hell of a lot of fun, man. This should be a great thing. I'm very excited about it. And let's face it, a lot of people are not happy with the fact that Roman Reigns won tonight. I'm not very happy with it. It is what it is. It's one of those situations where, okay, I didn't like the outcome, but I loved the match that Roman and Bray Wyatt. It was such a good match. But the question had to become immediately, why the hell is Roman getting this victory here? What are they going to be doing? Are they just completely breaking the feud? And it looks like that's exactly the case because Bray's already got himself a new feud to go to, and it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool because if you need somewhere else to go, why not go to The Undertaker? Why not go to the Taker? Even though that Taker beat him at WrestleMania, this is a great way to kind of tie it all back together, back to where The Undertaker started at Survivor Series. You know, it kind of all works so perfectly in so many ways when you think about it. Kane needs something to do. No longer the stupid-ass corporate Kane. Now he's just back to regular old demon Kane. And let's face it, this should be a hell of a lot more fun, right? And he should be easily teaming with Undertaker. Who else knows? Based on what JBL was going on about at the end there, talking about honor and all of that shit, I think there's a very good possibility that JBL is going to be one of the members of that team. Why the hell not? It makes a lot of sense. He's always saying that he's got a couple of clotheslines left. I think it's a really good situation for him. I'm very much looking forward to that. Seeing who The Undertaker is going to be bringing with him, because you got to figure that's the only reason why they're doing this feud. It has to be this setup, and I think it works. Tonight was a changing point for a lot of things, man. I don't think there was a lot of super predictable things tonight. There were some great matches that we weren't really expecting to be great, and there was one really disappointing match that I think people were a little bit shocked at. We're going to get into all of that. Let's get into the copious amounts of notes. Let's start at the beginning. And, of course, if you guys want to call in, go ahead and do so on Skype at davidvancura, or just call in 702-751-2902 and get your voice heard. Tell me exactly what you thought of tonight. I want to know your ratings. I want to know what your favorite match was. I want to know what your worst match of the night was. I want to know exactly what you guys thought of tonight, man, because I'm going to give you every single bit of the copiousness that is me. You're going to get every part of me. So here we go. Let's jump right in to the copious amounts of notes, man. Let's start with the pre-show, all right? The pre-show should have gave us a pretty good idea of what was happening tonight. The fact they didn't go with the status quo, they decided to change it up a little bit by giving Cesaro, Ziggler, and Neville the win there. They could have easily given the win to the European Union, but they didn't. They decided to go a little bit different and make Cesaro, or should I say, let Cesaro look like an absolute star. That was kind of a telltale moment for me. I was like, okay, they're going for it tonight. This is not going to be the same old that we always see. Cesaro was absolutely lighting it up. That match was great. Neville getting the pin was great, but Cesaro was the effing man. No question about that. I am so impressed with everything that Cesaro did tonight. I can't even begin to tell you. So that was a great way to open the show. For me, I thought it was a really, really good way to open the show. Let's take a call, man. Asher, you're live with Dead on Dead. What's up, man?
I am pissed off right now.
Why are you pissed off?
I'm pissed off at the Wyatt family. What the crap was that?
It's okay. It's not real.
I know it's not real. It's scripted.
They're just setting up a storyline.
All right, I'm here and I got 3 freaking questions for you.
Okay.
3 questions from a pissed off kid. First question. Who do you think will fight Sasha, or not Sasha, who do you think will fight Charlotte for the Divas Championship now if they end the Nikki Bella feud?
Paige.
Really?
I think Paige will be the next one. Yeah, I do. If Sasha comes out tomorrow, that wouldn't be a big surprise either. But the fact that Paige was out there tonight to congratulate Charlotte on her victory kind of tells me that there's something working here. So more than likely Paige, if I had to guess.
Where do you think Luke Harper was like Monday?
He was taking care of family business. What I read, he was having some very personal issues and had to take care of it, had to fly back home, but he's completely fine. And he's already back, as you saw tonight.
And the last question is, what do you think is going to happen with the rivalry with the Wyatt family and the Undertaker? Do you think it's going to end up in a Survivor Series match or something like that?
Yeah, I
Team
think that's
Wyatt
exactly
versus
what it
Team
was.
Undertaker.
I think it's 100% for Survivor Series. That's why the promo was there earlier in the night, celebrating the 25 years of The Undertaker at Survivor Series. It all makes perfect sense. I thought it was a really good idea.
Okay. Everybody like on Dave. He's a really nice person. And subscribe to him.
Well, I missed that, buddy. What?
I
You're
Son
breaking
Devin
up, Asher.
to him. I said like Dead on Dave and subscribe to him.
Damn right. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and take some other calls. I got a bunch of them coming in. I appreciate it, Asher. Good call, buddy.
Bye.
Rating for tonight. What's your rating?
5.5 out of 10.
Oh, God. What the hell's wrong with you?
Only
Ooh,
2
cranky
good matches.
little 12-year-old. Take it easy, Asher.
You too. Bye.
All right, let's take another call. 832-832. You were live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, man, I was going to say, dude, I was getting so tired of wrestling, dude. I was ready to call it quits for the WWE. I'm like an attitude era kind of guy, dude.
Yeah.
Tonight's, I like the realism in wrestling, and tonight's Hell in a Cell, the main event really brought back that kind of real feeling, if you get what I'm saying, with the blood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wrestling, you got to have blood, dude. I mean, you're not going to throw a guy against the cage and not have blood. I mean, you get what I'm saying, and I thought, I mean, Hell in a Cell was great tonight. I was surprised. It was excellent. I'm actually damn quite pleased with the show tonight, and keep doing what you do, Dave.
Hey, I appreciate that, buddy. Thanks, man. A good call.
All right, man.
I'm not a huge guy for blood. I mean, like, blood I feel serves a purpose, but I don't think it's always necessary. But it was effective tonight. Let's take another call. Matt the Misfit. Matt the Misfit, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's going on, Dave?
What's going on, partner?
So that ending of Taker Lesnar, there was rumors of Braun Strowman getting involved, you know, for a while now.
Yeah.
But I like this. They're going back to WrestleMania, basically.
Yes.
And it looks like this time Undertaker will actually be there to build up the match. But
he definitely looks like he's in better shape than he was at WrestleMania. I think this
that was actually a pretty good Hell in a Cell match between those two. They bladed and everything.
Great Hell in a Cell match.
I didn't think they would blade because somebody told me they ain't gonna blade. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Taker and Lesnar.
Yeah. This is, I've said many times, in fact, I just said that I'm not always a guy that needs blood, but I felt it was effective tonight. I thought they used it well tonight. And everything they did, the use of the stairs, the low blow, the ripping of the mat and exposing the wooden planks, which I've never seen before, was brilliant.
Hey, less work for the ring crew to do.
You're right. Somebody's going to have to sew that shit up, though. They're inconsiderate.
So it looks like it may be like a ministry type thing versus the Wyatts at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it is something very similar to that.
I mean, they're probably going
to see the Undertaker build his team for Survivor Series too. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I mean, it's pretty much given that Kane is going to get involved because they were building Undertaker and Kane versus Harper and Strowman at some live show. So that pretty much foreshadowed that.
Kane was horrible tonight, by the way, but I'll get to that later.
I didn't really watch that match so much, but
luckily for that match, Kevin Owens and Ryback happened, or that would be the match that we'd be all shitting on. But luckily, Kevin Owens and Ryback happened, and we'll get into that too. Because
besides Kane joining Undertaker, who else would you see joining Taker?
I think JBL, based off of what he said, he seemed really upset. And JBL's done this before where he's gotten real indignant on the commentary, and then he ends up getting involved. I think this is one of those situations where it makes sense. And the fourth guy, if he's healthy, what about Sting? What about Sting?
Well, what if the Wyatts add a fifth member?
Oh, fuck, man. You're putting me on the spot. I don't know.
Because if they do a Survivor Series match, it wouldn't have to be 5-on-5.
Traditional Survivor Series matches usually 5-on-5, but I've seen them do 4-on-4 often as well. If they go to a fifth, then Ron Simmons, put his big bloated ass up there.
No, I'm talking about on the Wyatt side. Who would you get in the Wyatts?
I don't know. You can pick anybody, really. You just need a big, bearded guy.
If you want, you can have Jake Roberts in the corner with
Oh,
the
God.
Wyatts. Think about Jake Roberts with the Wyatt family, dude.
It does kind of work. It does kind
about
of work.
Raven?
I got to give you credit.
How about get Raven involved now?
What about me? What about Raven?
But, yeah,
That's
but
right. What about
what
Raven?
do you think? What did you think about Alberto Del Rio showing up?
Loved it. I'm not an Alberto
I didn't
Del
see
Rio
that
guy.
coming. Next.
I do
I
not
didn't
like
even see
Del
that
Rio.
coming. Yeah.
Never have.
I didn't see it.
Never will. I will never like this guy. However,
I never saw it coming. By the way,
this tonight was a genuine surprise. I didn't hear anybody call this. I certainly didn't call this. I didn't think it was a possibility. It was a great shock, great surprise.
Yeah, I was hearing names like Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, Tyler Breeze. I did not see Del Rio's name come up.
And his partnering with Zeb Coulter is even more brilliant. It was just
I miss
done.
Zeb Coulter.
It was done so well. It was done so well.
I miss Zeb.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big Dutch Mantel guy. What's your rating for tonight, man? I got a bunch of other callers coming in. We got a busy night tonight.
Because of the Wyatt match and the Taker match, 7 out of 10.
That's fair. Yeah, I appreciate the call, Matt.
Thanks. Hey,
It is, buddy.
subscribe.
Matthew Rundle, you are live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hi, Dead on Dave. I was quite shocked at the fact that Del Rio turned up, and everybody had no idea he was going to turn up, including me, because I'm quite a rumour fanatic, so I literally fell off my chair when I saw that.
Yeah, it was quite a shocking moment.
Yes, it was. In fact, yes, it was. I was a bit disappointed in regards to the end, and I didn't really see it coming, but now I've actually had time to sit and watch it back. I do kind of see where they're going with the storyline. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I mean?
I like this. I really do. I like, because it makes sense going to Survivor Series. Undertaker, 25 years. They need a team to fight, and why not the Wyatts? They got nothing else to do. It makes sense.
Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, I really enjoyed that Hell in a Cell match tonight. I mean, I was like that other guy who just called in. I mean, I was ready to cancel my network subscription and call it a day on wrestling. I mean, I'm 23 years old and I've been watching it since I was 5.
Yeah.
And I was just willing to call it quits and give up. But after watching that, I think I'm going to continue to watch it and see what happens towards the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, like, I've been watching wrestling for good God, 26 years, 27 years, and because I've been watching since I was about 5 as well. I remember my dad sitting me on the couch watching old Crockett Cup tapes and shit. I will never walk away from wrestling. I can never fully walk away, but there are times when the booking is bad enough to make you just question, why the hell do I love this so much? But then there are nights like tonight when most people were expecting Hell in a Cell to kind of be a throwaway, and they absolutely crushed it. They really did a good job tonight, top to bottom. We had a couple hiccups with some of the matches, 2 of them really, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But overall, it was a great night. Both Hell in a Cell matches absolutely delivered. We had shocks, we had surprises. It was a great night.
Yeah, can I just ask whereabouts you are, Dave? Because I'm in the UK and it's now 3:10 in the morning here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm in Germany and it's 4:10 in the morning here.
Blimey.
I know, blimey indeed. What's your rating for tonight, bud?
Well, I don't normally, but I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 on this one.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Maybe 8 out of 10, because I did kind of like Rollins and I forgot who he was facing
Kane,
now. Yeah, that's it. I did like Rollins and Kane. I think everybody knew that Rollins was going to win. Yeah.
It was. I'm going to talk about that match in a few minutes there, because I did have some issues with it, but it wasn't that bad. But we'll get into it. Yeah, I appreciate the call, buddy. I'm going to take another call.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thanks.
Take it easy, buddy. I'm just throwing bitches over the top rope tonight. Now, I don't know if they're trying to get one last thing in, but I don't care. 314, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello. I was calling because I just want to know your early predictions for Survivor Series, because I know a lot of people, like a lot of WWE superstars, are moving on from their storylines, like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and Alberto Del Rio, and we're not going to see a whole bunch of rematches at Survivor Series. So, what do you think is going to be the match card for Survivor Series?
Oh, I couldn't tell you what the entire match card would be off the top of my head. I think we're not going to have a lot of elimination style matches. Probably just the main big one, the Team Undertaker versus Team Wyatt, whoever the Undertaker gets with him. But some of the other matches that I'm expecting, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the title, I'm expecting that to take place. Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler. Kevin Owens hopefully getting somebody new into the Intercontinental title picture. I couldn't tell you who at this point. Maybe, I have no idea. Couldn't even tell you. And Alberto Del Rio really can go anywhere. So we'll get a new face challenging him. Women's division, I'd like to see Charlotte and Paige, or Charlotte and Becky, or Charlotte and Sasha. I mean, it's not very difficult there. And who else knows what else? It's so early. Tomorrow night, I'll have a better idea.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get over tonight.
Yeah. And I have one more question. So, do you think that it was right to end Hell in a Cell tonight with the Wyatt family dominating Undertaker, because they got some massive heat off of it, and I think the Wyatt family needed it because he just lost to Roman Reigns, and their family is expanding. If they add one more person, maybe a diva, Sister Abigail, then they'll be on the road as a dominant family.
Yeah. I think it was the absolute right move. They needed somewhere to go. They lost the feud definitively to Roman Reigns. What better person to go after than The Undertaker? You take advantage of a guy like that when he just got beat by Brock Lesnar, and you set up a great event at Survivor Series. We know The Undertaker is going to be involved. It's 25-year anniversary. Team Undertaker, Team Wyatt. It's brilliant, and nobody really saw it coming either. That's a really cool thing about it as well.
Okay. But thank you.
Hey, I appreciate the call. What's your rating for tonight?
I give maybe a 7 or 7.5, because the matches were good. I was kind of disappointed with Kane versus Seth, but you can't really get anything out of a Kane match nowadays. And Kevin Owens versus Ryback, we didn't expect anything special, but 7.5 out of 10. Well,
I appreciate that, man. Good call, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
Take it easy. Oh, you guys in the chat. I hope you guys are having a good time. Here's what I want you to do. If you're in the chat hanging out, doing all kinds of cool things, what I want you to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and continue to call in on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, and, of course, 702-751-2902, the number that you guys help pay for. How? Well, with the donations that you guys give to the channel, the tips that you give to your favorite fat man. You tip your barista, you can tip your favorite fat man, right? So go ahead, and if you are so inclined, go right into the description box of this video and donate to the copious fat man, because why the hell not? And but at the very least, make sure you like and subscribe. I believe we hit 1,500 subscribers. Holy God, can you believe that? Thank you guys so much for that. I'm going to go ahead and verify that, because we're going to have a little celebration. 1,502 subscribers. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much. 1,500 fucking subscribers. That's incredible. Thank you guys. That's humbling. 1,500. A little bit over a year on YouTube, and you guys got me to 1,500, so thank you very much for that. And everybody that I've worked with, thank you guys for that as well. I'll do a little thank you for 1,500 at some point as well, a video. But getting back to tonight, I want to get to we've talked about the positives. Let's get into the negatives. I'm going to jump forward just a little bit in the copious amounts of notes, and we're going to talk about the two things that just agitated the shit out of me, because there was two. Seth and Kane. All right, Seth Rollins and Kane. They gave way too much time to this match. It wasn't a horrible match, but god damn did they give it a lot of time. Seth hit probably the weakest table spot I've ever seen, trying to put Kane through that damn that announce table. Probably the weakest table spot ever. It looked horrible, and I think it hurt Kane. Seth wins clean, and that needed to happen. That was important. Seth needed to get that victory. but Kane looked legitimately hurt. He looked like he could barely finish that match. It looked like he could not get up at the end of that match. I think it's time to say goodbye. Or at least that's what I thought until the Undertaker situation at the end of the night, because now he's going to need his brother of destruction. And since he's no longer corporate Kane, he's got some free time on his hands. So more than likely, we're going to see Kane and the Undertaker reuniting one more time to help vanquish the new threat of the Wyatt family. But for that match, for Seth and Kane, I just did not like the way they decided to give it as much time as they did. They could have gave some of the other matches a little bit more time and cut down Seth and Kane by about 3 or 4 minutes. I think that would have been the best way to go. Give Seth the absolute astounding freaking effort award because he was bouncing all over the place trying to make that match watchable. And he's the only reason why it was. He worked his ass off to make Kane look halfway decent. Something I wish Kevin Owens would have done for Ryback. Kevin Owens just thought, hey, I'm going to be Kevin Owens tonight, and that's about going to be it. I'm not going to put in the extra Kevin Owens-y effort. I'm just going to be regular standard Kevin Owens because Ryback's going to show up tonight, right? Wrong. Ryback looked disinterested. He looked freaking distracted. He was befuddled. He was botching. He looked horrible. This was the worst version of Ryback I think I've ever seen tonight. He was horrendous, and he led to the first time in WWE I have seen a bad Kevin Owens match. And I can't blame Kevin Owens. I can't blame him for this ugly match that we saw. This is on Ryback, 100%, and it might be time to start evaluating Ryback and getting him out of any of the mid-card stuff. Push him down to the bottom of the card if you need to do so. Make him heel again because, honestly, it doesn't matter. Ryback shit the bed tonight, and he does not need to be taking up a slot in the Intercontinental title spot any longer. With CENA gone for the next couple of months and the United States Championship being around Alberto Del Rio, we're going to need more emphasis on those mid-card championships, which means we're going to need more emphasis on the champions. That means we're going to be needing more emphasis on the challengers. So it's got to be feuds that we care about. So Kevin Owens needs a step up in competition. So if Sami Zayn is healthy, he needs to get back in it. He needs to get back in it because we need it now. Let's take another caller. Adrian Lopez, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What up, Dave, man?
What's
long
up,
time.
Long time no hear, buddy.
Yeah, pretty good pay-per-view with the ending. I was excited about the ending. I was stoked. Wyatt and Taker renewing their rivalry once again in the return of Alberto Del Rio, my personal favorite.
Oh God.
I've been following him ever since he left WWE. He went to
he went to Lucha,
AAA Underground, and I think I don't know what's gonna happen. I think he was the AAA Mega Champion.
Yeah, and
I don't know what's gonna ending up happening with that. I think he's just gonna get bankated or whatever. But off subject here, Hell in a Cell, good pay-per-view. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And I think the Wyatt and Undertaker thing is gonna translate to Survivor Series and a traditional Survivor Series match. At least
it certainly seems that way. I think that's the way to go. As far as Del Rio goes, I'm not a big Del Rio guy. I never have been. But it was a good move by WWE to bring him back at this point because what it does so many things. It accomplishes a lot. It builds that bridge back between them because, as we all know, Alberto Del Rio left under some very ugly circumstances. And obviously, he doesn't any longer think they're a bunch of racists because he came back. So that water's under the bridge. It makes WWE look very good in that regard. Del Rio is a huge, huge Latino presence, and they needed it desperately. It made all the sense in the world that he showed up in L.A., considering their very large Hispanic population. So that made a lot of sense. Number 3, and it should not be downgraded at all, this takes a hit out of their competition. The fact that him being there means he will not be at Lucha for fucking season 2, and more than likely leaving AAA only helps WWE in that regard as well. So brilliant move all the way around. I don't particularly like the Bastard that much, but he had a great match tonight. He looked like he was in great shape, and it was a very, very fun thing to see. It shocked me. I was legitimately shocked.
Now, let me ask you this. If it was Daniel Bryan, would you be shocked as well?
Yes. I thought it was going to be Daniel Bryan. I was calling that, but it still would have shocked me to see him come out. But it wouldn't have been as big of a shock because I thought it could be Daniel Bryan. But Del Rio I didn't even fathom that it could be Alberto Del Rio.
Right now, I was talking to my friends about the Alberto Del Rio coming back, and he left under bad circumstances.
Yeah.
At this point, I think it's all about the money.
I think it has to do with that too, but the way he left because there was all the racial undertones and all of that, I think there has to be a little bit more than that as well. He did an interview that nobody knew about, nobody talked about, that only really got released today, where he was talking about potentially going back to WWE in the future and saying that he had a conversation with the management and he apologized for his part in it. They apologized for the guy who made the racial joke, and he said they're good. And then all of a sudden, here he goes, shows back up. It's pretty damn incredible. So it just shows sometimes a little bit of time and understanding can go a hell of a long way.
Then,
what else you got from Mr. Adrian Lopez before I get you out of here?
all right, thank you very much.
No problem, buddy. Take it easy. Adrian Lopez, everybody. Adrian Lopez. I really did like this whole idea of getting Alberto Del Rio and John Cena in this match. I thought it was really cool. Very, very sweet surprise that we don't always get. We don't get these surprises very often. So when you get a legitimate surprise that really does make you think for a second, enjoy them. Enjoy them because they're few and far between. So pretty damn cool. I'm very happy with that. I thought it was smart. It was well done. Can't ask for much more than that. I'm wondering if we are having any issues here. No, we're not having any issues yet. All right, so let's get back into the copious amounts of notes. Once again, thank you guys for getting me 1,500. Holy crap, 1,500 subs. Yes, we did it. Feel like Dora. We did it. We did it. Hooray. That's right. Let's take another call. 347, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Dave.
Yes.
The ending, the Wyatts attacking Undertaker. Didn't they disrespect him? Wouldn't it have been epic if Brock would have came back out, helped the Undertaker, then they stare each other down. Undertaker reaches out the hand for a handshake. Brock F5s him and said, I just wanted to kick some ass.
I don't know. I think Brock needs to go away now. That's kind of like the MO. He's worked so much. So him doing that again would have if he would have done that and then turned on the Undertaker after he saved him, it would have implied that they're not done. I think the fact that
so you think this is Survivor Series then?
What's that?
This is going to set up then for Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
Undertaker and the Wyatt.
Yeah, absolutely. Undertaker's going to get his team. The Wyatts get their team. We're going to get a traditional 5-on-5, more than likely 4-on-4 Survivor Series match, which makes a lot of sense. It makes all the sense in the world. 1990, Undertaker made his debut.
Yeah, but it's going to be 25 years. I understand, but it wouldn't be good because most obviously it's going to go to Roman and Dean Ambrose, which it shouldn't. So. It should be classic old school guys. You think maybe a Kane, a Mankind, and maybe Sting?
I think there's a very good possibility that Kane, JBL, based off of his shit tonight, because he's
reaction
guy too. Kane, and I didn't even think about Mankind, but that's a good
Mankind,
idea.
Please.
I like.
Oh, because not Nick Foley, but Mankind.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be kind of fun. I don't think we're gonna see Dean and Roman. I'm pretty sure that they implied tonight that they are going that at least Roman is going after the title tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that was the.
I would hope so. Thank you so much, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
Thanks.
Take it easy. It's nice to get new callers. I don't know that guy, but he was excited, wasn't he? He was all amped up. He was all juiced up. We don't get from him. It was excitement. Love it. Love the excitement. Don't you love the excitement? I love the excitement. Daniel Hoover says, Joe Cronin hung up on me because I schooled his ass in wrestling knowledge. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Doom TR33 says, how your back feeling tonight, Dave? It's okay. I'm not too bad tonight. A little bit of pain, but not too badly. My good friend Tommy C. is calling in. What's up, Tommy?
Del Rio's back. Did you hear?
Yes, I did hear. In fact, I saw it because I watched the product.
You know what I heard? You know where I heard it?
From me.
Yeah, that's where I heard it.
Because I know that I'm your go-to wrestling guy, right?
Yes. I used to listen to another guy, but I don't anymore.
Those days are over. Oh, apparently I threatened him and I wanted him dead. That's the latest.
Oh, that's the latest?
I've been hearing that all day today.
Oh, like I was stalking him last week.
Yes. Apparently I wrote him and told him I want him dead.
Are you kidding me? Did he really say that?
He said it. Yeah, apparently he said it on Monday Night Raw.
Let me guess. Let me guess. Oh, let me guess. I bet he didn't produce the email.
I don't know. No, of course not, because there is no fucking email. But
like I've produced all the audio and all the screenshots.
But that's okay. We're not talking about that shit. We're talking about hell in the cell, because that's what we care about. Fuck all that shit. Hell in the cell.
I want to stay in the background and listen.
You're gonna stay in the back. You're gonna hang out.
It's not live on my end. There's like a 30-second delay.
Well, of course there's a 30-second delay.
And I'm furious about not being able to stream.
Have you? Did you figure out why you couldn't?
No, but there's some sort of outage all over Germany, so I assume it's something with my network and hitting the servers.
Vodafone, bitch. Got to be a part of Vodafone.
Yeah, but you have like fucking your uplink is your upload speed is like horrid.
Hey, it works. It gets the job done.
Yeah, but I'm all like 60 frames per second, baby, 1080p. You know me. Nothing's.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are crazy with that shit, no question. So, we got another caller. I was about to get back into the copious amounts of notes, but hey, we got a caller, so let's take it. 631, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Is it like illegal for Bray Wyatt to fucking pin somebody?
It seems that way.
Not allowed.
Doesn't it?
Like, Jesus Christ, like, when's the last time you won a fucking match?
It's been, the interesting thing was I was initially pissed off at the fact that Roman won, even though that was a great match, by the way. They had a fantastic
fight. Literally made me want to eat my own shit that Roman won.
It pissed me off, but now seeing where they're going. See, if Bray would have won that match, the feud wasn't over. The feud was going to continue, but Roman won, because now he's won 2 pay-per-views in a row that he won, so now the feud's over. And now, seeing what we saw at the end with the Wyatts go after the Undertaker, it makes perfect sense to me. I'm okay with it. The Wyatts look strong at the end of the night. It worked for me. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it.
I love the fact, that he's going against the Undertaker again. Like, that's great, but like, how can he be taken seriously whatsoever? I can't remember like a feud that he won. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I'm a huge Bray Wyatt
fucking
fan.
Guys with him. That's why you could do whatever you want when you got 3 fucking behemoths with you. You're gonna be taken seriously with those guys.
Very true, dude. Like, did you give a shit about Alberto Del Rio? What about you, Tommy C? Did you watch the pay-per-view? Did you guys give a shit about Alberto? I don't give a shit about Alberto Del Rio.
Tommy, I'll let you answer first because your answer is much shorter than mine.
I am a huge fan of Alberto Del Rio, and anything that he does is fine with me. And I will say this: I don't like all the racism crap. I think it was just a lot of sour grapes.
It's buried.
I think he was misbooked. I think he has reason to complain, but you do see this out of certain guys. Not everybody. Sometimes
he's a 4-time fucking world champion.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think he's really entertaining. I remember towards the end of his run, he didn't really get the crowd rolling, and I thought he was doing great stuff, and I was laughing, and I love him as a heel. But he didn't seem to be connecting with the crowd, and I think what happens a lot of times, these athletes have a lot of pride, and they start blaming get conspiracy-like, and they blame a lot of things. I'm happy to see he's back, but I am sort of, I don't know how, like, it's always nice when somebody comes back. What's important is what the WWE and the wrestler does after that initial comeback comes in. So I don't know where it's going to go, and I wish him the best. But I really love Alberto. I have nothing bad to say about the guy.
I'm not a big Del Rio guy. I'm not a Del Rio guy. But because it was a shock, because it was a legitimate shock, I did not see it coming. And,
Nobody saw it.
And the fact that they put him with Zeb Coulter, which is an even bigger shock, because I was like, oh, fuck, Zeb's out. That means Jack Swagger, really? And then it's Alberto Del Rio. It was a brilliant move. I can't wait to see what those two come up with together. It should be, it's interesting, it's new, it's fresh, and Alberto looks like he's in the best shape that he's been in years. He looks fantastic. So I'm looking forward to see what he does, because he is a good performer. He's a little boring, and that's always been my take on the guy, is that he's boring.
I feel like his ring work is super boring.
Yeah, but it's crisp. It's very he everything he does is excellently executed. Sound fucking familiar? Bret Hart was fucking boring, but he was great at everything he did. Yes, kids, face the fucking facts. As great as Bret Hart was, one of the greatest wrestlers in the history of the goddamn industry, he was boring as fuck. Okay? Every match, same fucking thing. You knew what you were going to get. It's the same thing with Del Rio. It's not necessarily a bad thing either. Predictability? Okay. You know what you're going to get. That's why I go to fucking Sizzler. I know what I'm going to get.
Where could they possibly go with him, though? Like, where? Where does he fit in? And the fucking wrestling Donald Trump over there. Where the fuck
holding U.S. title, I think there's a lot of options that they can go. They want a big, strong Latino presence, and now they got it. Now, if they want to bring back the Colognes, which I've heard they're going to do, Carlito, all that stuff, then they have that option. If not, any face mid-carder will do for a United States Championship feud until CENA comes back.
All right. I guess I could see. I guess I could see what you're saying. The only other thing that I wanted to bring up was like, dude, oh shit, I forgot. All right, fuck it, I'm out of here.
What's your rating for tonight, bud?
It was like oh yeah, what I wanted to say was Xavier Woods is the best part of the New Day in tonight's first set.
He's great. He's a unicorn.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, 7 out of 10. I'm out of here. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate the call.
Later, Dave. Later, Tommy C.
I'll kill you. I'll send you an email. I'm gonna kill you.
832. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Oh, yeah, what's up? What's good, y'all? I'm sorry I can't watch. My tablet died and shit. I wanted to call in real quick. I was listening earlier and shit when you were talking about the Undertaker and a possible Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
You said it got me clicking, dude. When you said Bradshaw, JBL was gonna. What do you think about the Undertaker's old clique? What was it, the Ministry, right?
Ministry, yes. There's that connection as well.
That's wouldn't that be back to Ministry, right? And wouldn't that be some sick stuff?
Well, I think there's some problems, but Viscera's dead. Ron Simmons.
Oh, that's true. But Bossman's fucking dead. Well, yeah, I didn't think about it. That dude, shit.
I don't know where the fuck Phineas is, or whatever. What was his name?
You never know, dude. Vince McMahon could set up some crazy shit. He's a sick motherfucker where, like, they do some gimmick and they bring in, like, a fake boss man, a fake visitor. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
It's unfortunate that so much of the Ministry is dead, but it's not a terrible idea.
No, dude, but that would have been a sick thing. I just realized that, yeah. That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, it would be fucked up, though.
All right, man. Look, man, I'm sorry, dude. Keep doing it, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna keep doing it. Don't you worry about that. What's your rating for tonight, bud?
Hey, dude. Hey, outside this call is, I'm a little intoxicated over here, but you cut off the air and shit. And I had to call in and see what you thought about that. And all right, Dave. Keep it good, dude.
I appreciate it, buddy. Take it easy.
Hey, I got a suggestion for you. I noticed this when I was listening before. Turn the speaker volume down in Skype. The callers are louder than you.
Not all the time. Some callers are. Some callers aren't.
Some of the ones. Yeah, that one. I bet that one was loud because I could really hear.
That one was probably banging loud, but some are, some aren't. I got it fixed on Skype, and it. Where do you put it? Some guys are.
Oh no. Yeah, I put it like 3/4, like the
that's,
three.
That's where I have it. Yeah.
Go down half then.
If I go down any lower, people are gonna not be up. Some people are not gonna be heard, but I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. See what happens. I'll say turn it up. I'll interrupt. I'll say turn it up. So we'll just give it.
No. I'd rather have them too loud than too light.
Sounds weird. You know me.
You sound weird. How about that?
Well, stop sending death threats.
Yeah, that's right. I need to stop sending death threats. It's okay, though. It's
Mm.
okay. Let's get in some copious amounts of notes, because I know that's why you're here. That's why you're here. So let's get into it. So we started with John Cena kicking off the show against Alberto, man. Like I've said, it was a shock. It was a really, really good move by the WWE for so many reasons. It hurts the competitor. Which I like. I like that they take somebody away that was viable for another company. Give a big fuck you to AAA and Lucha. You got that. It squashes any of the mythos out there that WWE is this hateful, racist company that never gives in or nothing. It squashes that shit. It's a really smart move on a lot of levels.
A lot of white guys have been buried over the years too, in fairness.
There's been quite a few, actually. Yeah.
But buried by the other white guy in the company.
The biggest white guy in the company. That's all it really is. It's just a revolving door of white guys burying other white guys. But when a black guy or a Mexican guy gets buried, oh, fuck.
I would say bones. It does seem that some, and I'm going to say it's probably a minority wrestlers when they get canned. It does seem to be there's a grand conspiracy. We have. I will say this. I don't think there's been coming out of my mouth. I almost feel uncomfortable saying this, but just because I hate it, sounds like a social justice thing. I don't think there's been enough African American champions. Sure. And the reason I say that is not because I think there should be look. I do think it should be earned and it should be based on how much merch you sell and how much asses are in the seats. But I do think that there's been a few African American wrestlers that have not gotten either a long run or a longer run. I do think that there definitely is complaining there, but I don't know how much it has to do with honest to goodness. I don't like black folks racism.
I think that has like 0 to none to do with it. 0 to little. It really does come to do with it. You got guys like JTG from fucking Crime Time talking about how he was held back. Well, the problem is JTG sucked. He wasn't held back because he was black. He held back because he was a short little guy who really couldn't work with a big group of people. He just didn't have that good variety about him, so he didn't go very far. He had a gimmick that he had with his tag team partner. It had some racial undertones, but it got him over. Yeah. It got him. Crime Time was over as fuck.
Would you like Booker T to have a long because he was only world champion if not did he ever actually hold the WWE belt?
Yes, he did. He had the world heavy. Well, no, he didn't have the WWE championship. But
no, he never did WWE. I would have liked to seen that.
But at the time when he was holding the world heavyweight title, that was the one that was on Raw. It was the bigger title at the time.
Yeah, had he been built better, somebody just wrote Bobby Lashley. I would totally agree. I know that'd probably be a little more controversial because he doesn't have a huge personality. I think there
was on the road. Lashley was on the road to being a champion. There's no question about that. He decided to leave. They didn't. I
don't know about Shelton Benjamin, although he was a great athlete. But I think there are guys like I would have liked to see Booker T hold it for a good 6 months. I do. I
had a good run when he was King Booker and all that. And
yeah, he was great. But I would sort of like to have a champion, a real stick out champion like The Rock. And I think that's what some folks that are complaining about this, whether it's false or legitimate or it's ridiculous or it's something to be concerned about. There are a few guys out there that I would even agree that maybe should have gotten longer runs. Guys that performers that I.
But the issue is none of those guys are the.
But you could make the same case about 1,000 white guys too, and 1,000 guys that probably should. There's so many guys of all different ethnicities that have gotten screwed in this business. It's a little tough for me to. Get uptight about something like that.
The Rock is such a bad comparison because The Rock is so goddamn special.
He's an elite wrestler. Yeah, and he didn't have very long runs in those days when they were flipping the titles back. No, he didn't have long runs, and he should have. I would have loved to see a year run out of The Rock. He loved to.
He didn't need to. Some guys don't need the belt for long periods of time. They're constant draws. They're interesting no matter what they do. I think that we are going to see some African American champions soon. I believe it's going to happen. I think the New Day is on that path. I'm hoping it's going to be Xavier Woods. I hope they don't just put it on Big E because he's the biggest of the three. Xavier Woods is the best package of that group. And they're all great. I love all three of them. Kofi's a great worker. Big E's the muscle. But Xavier Woods has the entire complete package. If he was just a little bit bigger, he'd be guaranteed. But that guy's great. Not good, not decent. He's great. Love that guy. He's a fucking unicorn, Tommy. He's a fucking unicorn. They're all unicorns, all three of them. They had me rolling tonight. They said they were gonna play the bongos on on Bubba Ray Dudley's stomach like he was the Caucasian Kamala.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great line. Caucasian Kamala. Hashtag Caucasian Kamala. Come on.
You know what keeps running through my mind? It just popped in there out of nowhere. Sorry, I spaced out. Death threats. Right. Remember death threats?
Death threats.
I am on here, and I'm getting death threats. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, man, that's funny. I didn't even think about that.
How the world has changed. It just popped into my head. Now we're getting death threats.
Fucking Lil Aceto and Jay Davis in chat says Apollo Crews. Really good point. Apollo goddamn Crews, man. That guy is going to be the real deal. He could be a world champion. They got a rocket up his ass right now, I'll tell you that. Let's get back into the copious amounts of notes for a few minutes here. So we talked about the Del Rio thing. We got the first Hell in the Cell match, which I thought was a really good idea to book it early, put it early in the show. Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, unbelievably physical match. We got 3 kendo sticks. We got 3 goddamn tables, spear through a table, great spots, a rock bottom through a table off the apron, great spot. The match was great. There's no sugarcoating it. They went to war, and it looked spectacular. Am I happy that Roman Reigns won? No, not at the time. I certainly wasn't. But still, great fucking match. I mean, I was really, really happy with it. And now that we saw what happened with the Wyatts, and we have an idea where Roman Reigns is going next, more than likely Seth Rollins, it kind of all works. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. Let's take a call, man. Got to take Mendoza. You got to take Mendoza. Michael Mendoza, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Ooh, man, what a fucking pay-per-view, man. What's up, Tommy C? What's up, Dave? I'm sorry I said Tommy C first, and it's your fucking show, Dave. My bad.
No, you know what? I have such little ego about that thing. You can go ahead and everybody can talk to my sidekick first.
What's up? What's up, guys? But man, what a pay-per-view, Dave, man. Are you shocked as I'm shocked right now that pay-per-view was pretty fucking really badass?
Shocking moments. I'm the biggest shock is how good the pay-per-view was.
Yeah, man. I thought it was going to be a throwaway pay-per-view, and it ended up being one of the better pay-per-views in the last couple of months, man.
Yeah. It broke a nasty chain of bad pay-per-views. And we had a string of bad Raws. Is it coincidence that Raw was halfway decent this week, leading, and it didn't even build this pay-per-view? The build was horrible. But
yeah, it was just Bray and Roman really, and then they did the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar promos,
so
3 times every Raw.
I can't wait to hear. We got a bunch of callers, so I can't let you stay on for 20 minutes like I usually do. But
that's cool, man. I know that. That's cool.
My favorite part of the night.
Favorite part of the night. Wow, that's actually it's a good thing that I can't really think right away. What's the favorite part of the night? I'm probably gonna go with the ending. I think the ending, I didn't see the Wyatts coming out and beating the shit out of Undertaker and surrounding him and having, the old gunslinger in the middle of the ring ready to get his ass kicked by the 4 young guys. So that was really great. So I think that was the best moment of the night. But like I said, the only parts I didn't like about the night, the Divas match, there was a lot of botches in there and a lot of just miscommunication, I think, between Nikki and Charlotte. Sometimes in the ring, but overall it was a decent match.
Yeah, I didn't hate that match. I
didn't hate it either.
It was just like they went for it.
Yeah, they tried, but I know the things they tried to go big for they seemed to not hit it as well.
They didn't.
I think
Nikki Bella, man, she's limited. She's not athletic.
Clearly, we saw that tonight. But she did her best, though. She tried.
She did.
And I give her that.
She made up for it, I thought. She made up for it in a lot of other ways. Her aggressiveness was fantastic tonight. Her facial, everything else got so much better. Her mannerisms, her moveset. She took some of the hardest bumps I've ever seen her take.
Yeah, like I said, I give her credit, and she definitely went out and she tried to give on a good match. So
And
I'll
how
give her
about that
that.
Alabama slammer on the
That was
apron?
that was looked like a really bad bump on
Damn.
Charlotte, right on her neck. It looked like she landed right on her neck, but it was great. It was great though. So, and then the Kevin Owens. I'm glad that I actually walked out and I ran to the kitchen real quick, but and I thought I may have missed something good. So I'm glad to hear when I came on the show to hear that you said it wasn't a good match.
It
So
just doesn't feel right saying that Kevin Owens had the worst match of the night, but he did, and it's not his fault. That is
it's a
not on
Ryback.
Kevin Owens.
Everybody has a bad night.
But and then of course, like I said, the Alberto Del Rio thing, it was a complete shock. I'm not a huge Alberto Del Rio fan, but I do respect what he does in the ring. He always does great stuff in the ring. May not be the most popular guy, most fun guy to watch, but he's still a great worker in the ring, and I like him a lot.
He's consistently good in the ring. You can't knock his ring work other than being a little predictable.
Yeah, and the fact that they're putting it with Zeb, I think that's a fucking fantastic idea. I think that makes him automatically interesting as they reintroduce him to everyone else. Now he's got a new thing that it's not just him coming out by himself. Yeah, it would have been great to see Ricardo.
No, it wouldn't.
And,
no, it wouldn't.
I think it would have been a little great. Come on,
to see Ricardo. You know why it wouldn't have been great to see Ricardo? Because Ricardo was more over than fucking Del Rio. No, because it wouldn't have been good to see Ricardo.
Great. It would have been fucking great if he came out and did that great announcement of Del Rio. But at the same time, I don't care. Like I said, I like that Zeb is there. And I don't know if I was the only one pissing myself laughing just watching Del Rio come out and have Zeb rolling down the goddamn
the walkway. On the Jazzy. I love Zeb on the Jazzy.
Funny.
How good is that?
That was funny, man. I was laughing my ass off. I thought that was having him just seeing him fucking drive around that little thing while Del Rio's walking to the ring and walking out of the ring. It was pretty funny to me, man.
It was pretty good. What did you think of the match? I want to know what you thought of that match in particular.
It was really. It felt short. It felt really short. It was a little short, and the ending kind of came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody expected it to end in that manner or end at that moment because
that was my favorite part. That was my
it was a great spot. It was a great spot, but I think
out of nowhere. It was just a super kick. It's the same move that he won his world championship with.
Yeah.
Seeing Cena lose to a move like that restores my fucking faith in wrestling. I was like, it can happen. He doesn't kick out all the time. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's why I think a lot of people were, even I was, not expecting that. When he hits that super kick and he goes down for the 1-2-3, I did not think the match was over. But I liked the ending. I just thought I thought the match was a little short. But it was just, it was unexpected. But that's not a bad thing. So there's nothing to knock off the match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Del Rio looked good in it. He looks the best that I've seen him since the last time, he was in WWE. So he looks good. I'm glad to have him back.
For you. I got one more question because I want to.
I know it's a Roman. I know it's a Roman question.
It's not a Roman question.
Oh, I'm surprised.
It's not a Roman. I know you have that man love with Roman as much as I do. We have different man loves with Roman because I'd fuck the guy. You just want to watch him wrestle. But
wrestles. He wrestles.
He doesn't just model. Can you believe that shit?
He's in the Matrix. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's fantastic. Maybe it's Roman, maybe it's Maybelline. I have no fucking idea. That joke's for the kids. I do have a question for you, Mike. Check this out.
Yeah.
That spot at the end of the night with The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, when Brock rips up the mat and exposes the wooden planks under the padding. Have you ever seen that before?
Not to my knowledge, and I think that's why I was really excited when I seen him. At first, I didn't know what the hell he was trying to do.
It was fucking brilliant. It was fucking whoever decided to make that spot. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, and it was such a simple thing too. It wasn't something too complicated. It was such a simple thing to do to make the match just another notch bigger, and something that, like you said, and I said, we've never really seen that before. No. But it's such a simple idea. Rip the mat and the little padding and have that exposed wood there. It just makes everything look more harsher than it really is. And it looked fucking really great. Good. Yeah, it looked great. I liked it. It was a great spot. So yeah,
let's all take a moment to just think. As far as right now, at least that we know, The Undertaker did not die after this match.
Oh, God.
It seems like he's okay.
That's what I was really happy too, because they were giving him a nice send off, and I was like, this is good. We're seeing the Undertaker stand up tall, getting an applause from everyone, and he looks fine. He looks like he's fucking like out of breath, obviously, clearly, and that's fine. But he didn't look like he was like falling to his knees and have somebody help him out of there. And so that's why I even like the spot in the ending so much better.
Hold on, wait a second. Little Lucido said the Nexus did it. Actually, the Nexus didn't do it. They exposed the entire ring. They didn't, in the middle of a match, expose a piece of the wood to impale somebody on. That's not what happened. Know your shit, buddy.
Know your shit before you talk to dead on Dave. God damn it.
TNA might have done it, but I don't remember because TNA is irrelevant.
But yeah, like I said, I like this. That's why I love the spot at the end. I love the finish at the end because of just the fact that he looked strong, or he was looking as strong as he could at the end of the match, and for him to get fucked up at the end by the Wyatts, that just made it even better. So I love the spot at the end.
I've been thinking of this theory throughout the portion of the show. I don't think that the Undertaker, was told to do that and take the beating by the Wyatts. I think that it was his idea. Because he knew he was going to be so exhausted by the end of that match. The only way he was getting out of that arena was being carried out, which is exactly what the Wyatts did. He wanted a fucking carried out exit, and he got it. Brilliant.
Yeah, and he wanted his godlike, carry out, thing for them to carry him out, and then he'll just take a nap and
Ricky
go back
Venny
to the backstage.
in the chat says, Slammiversary 2013. I completely forgot about that. You know why I forgot about it? Because it was Bully fucking Ray at Slammiversary 2013. But you're 100% right. I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
But yeah. And then another quick thing, though, also, now that you just mentioned, Bubba Ray, it's good to see that it's not good that we didn't see Xavier Woods, but it's really good to see that Kofi and Big E can handle the load without Xavier Woods being there to be this huge presence for them, because I think they
are still great. Okay.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Unicorn, but 2 unicorns can get it done.
Yeah. So that was a good match too. Actually, I mean that was a huge botch there by Devon in the middle of that match.
Oh God, yeah, Devon and Bubba, they never miscommunicate like that.
Wow, that was horrible.
But they went with it, and I like when botches don't change the whole course of a match, and we didn't have that tonight, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, overall, I really, really enjoyed the pay-per-views.
Yeah, what's your rating?
Really,
man?
I gotta give it at least an 8.5, or at least an 8 to an 8.5. Definitely have to.
I'm right around the same place. I can be talked into an 8.5, but I'm right around an 8.
Yeah, because we always complain that we're getting the same shit. We're not getting anything new. We're not getting anything creative. And tonight they gave us all that shit, and I appreciate it. And it was fun, man. I had a fun time watching it.
I had a fun time you calling in, man. I appreciate the call, buddy.
Oh, of course, man. I'm always
We're
here.
Celebrating 1,500 subs now too.
That's fucking awesome, man. We're going up.
I appreciate that. Take it easy, Mike. I appreciate the call, buddy.
Of course, man. You guys take it easy.
All right, man.
Take it.
Tommy, what the hell are you doing up? I just realized that it's 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing?
Actually slept. I went to bed immediately after the show. My other crappy fucking offline recorded show, which was fucking horrible. And that I can't broadcast live.
Way to plug your show.
It sucked. Don't listen to the last show. It's terrible. In fact, I'm encouraging everybody to go dislike my last upload.
Go dislike Shouting Point Live. What was the name of the episode?
The Coaches Challenge sucks.
Go
Brilliant,
dislike
right?
Coaches Challenge sucks.
Everybody go there now. I just dislike it. It's fucking horrid. And we also played a joke on fucking Jeff Huffman.
Oh, did you?
Really? Oh God, it was so funny. Like he got up and left during the plugs, which were going to be pretty quick because I couldn't wait to get off the air. I was pretty open with that I really wasn't happy. It was really had nothing to do with Jeff. So I come back and I tell him to do his fucking steroid commercial, and he wasn't there. And it was obviously the funniest thing. He just got up and left. He turned on his. So we were just laughing at him. I said, "Fridgy Ben, let's just end the show right now, and then you tell him that I'm really mad at him."
I saw that in the chat. Yeah.
And I'll go to bed.
That's
so great. I'm hoping I got some messages like, "I'm really sorry," and I'm going to play them tomorrow if I'm allowed to broadcast on In the Crease with you.
Funny.
Yeah.
Cappuccino 80 in the chat says, "Are my messages getting through? Can anybody read me?" No, we can't read you. We cannot read your messages that I just read. Cannot do it. But you didn't get a lot of sleep though, bud. What the fuck?
I went to bed around 9. I woke up around 3. So I mean, it's that's.
God, you were done recording by 9?
No, all right, yeah. I think I slept in bed. So it was 5 hours. So I got to bed. I was out cold by 10. Out cold by.
I guess when you get older, you don't need as much sleep.
No, I guess not. I'm not that fucking old.
45 is fucking old.
I'm not I'm like a 6-hour sleeper as it is, So
I hope that I can get more sleep when I'm 45.
I get up early. I go to bed late and I get up early.
When I'm 52 years old like you, I hope I could sleep longer.
No, it's ever since I got home out of the army. I don't sleep very long.
Yeah.
No, never.
Try sleeping with a fucking stimulator in your goddamn ass.
So, if anybody could see that you're like literally battery charged, I think they would laugh like I do.
I wish my remote is sitting on the other table. I can't even show it right now.
It's so funny. Dave is plugged in.
I am plugged in. No, I'm wireless actually. My battery charger for my stimulator is wireless. I just have to hold it against my ass for 4 or 5 hours when I have to recharge it. And it's
funny.
hot and uncomfortable and weird. It's like the first time I had sex.
Ugh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was quite the thing.
Why don't they build like a cord and you just plug it in the fucking wall? I mean, that'd be funny. Why does it be wireless? You should walk around with a thing in your back.
That's inconvenient.
You like Matt Kazar's tail. Like Matt Kazar's tail.
Apparently, we got a goddamn we got a donation, but I did not get notified by the $1 Million Laugh. And I think because I put on this goddamn proxy.
Could.
Hold on. I'm gonna give this guy his. Oh wow, we got 2 donations. Okay, Real Talk donated $3. Not really happy with pay-per-view, but Charlotte versus Nikki really impressed me. 6 out of 10. Cappuccino donated $5. Wyatt needs to absorb Taker's dark powers and get an upgrade. As he inspires no respect, let alone fear. Very good. Very good.
Sure.
I'm gonna do a donation, or I'm gonna do a test. Here we go. We're gonna test it. All right.
Remember, it's got to be at the top of XSplit, the notifications bar. It has to be at the very top of XSplit.
I got to relaunch the goddamn thing. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. All right.
Hey,
nobody donated $90. That was a test. Nobody donated $90. All right. Now we should be good.
Nobody wrote a death.
There it is. Now. So, all right, redonate again, but I mean, I'm not going to give you your money back. Just redonate again, and you'll get the laugh if you really want the laugh that bad.
Panthers are 6-0. What Panthers?
I'm nice. I'm a nice guy. I appreciate the donations by both Mr. Cappuccino and, of course, Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah. Real Talk, I'm playing different music years now, man. I opened with the King of Kings song. It was badass. Did the Panthers really fucking win? Did the Panthers really fucking win this game?
We knew they were going to be bad. We knew they were going to be.
I can't. Oh my god! No, not those. I'm talking about football Panthers. I can't believe they won. They're 6-0. I have to listen to more.
Worst team in the league before the season started.
No, they weren't that bad. But I thought they were going to be. I cannot believe they're 6-0. Cam Newton. I hate Cam Newton with a furious passion.
Can't stand any of the sport. People ask me like,
I'm just sickened right now. It looks like I beat Frank. I did beat Jermaine. I did beat Jermaine this week. It looks like I was able to surpass him.
Beating on me, and there's nothing I could do about it because I didn't make any trades the day before. I can't believe it was no way to catch up anyway. Really.
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting the win, 109-107, because Connor McDavid got another assist tonight.
Yeah, Connor McDavid coming in good.
Yeah, I think you lost.
You know how he's going to be good because he started off real. I wouldn't say slow. It only took him a couple games. I mean, what's fucking slow? But I think it's just going to be a slow build to dominance.
Yes,
that's what it might not even be this year. No. I mean, maybe 20 goals this year. But something tells me it's going to be a slow build to 50 goals, and then it's just going to be clearly.
And when he gets great, he's going to be really great. Oh, we got another donation. We got Cappuccino 80. Oh, he actually donated again. Donated $2. Should Swagger feud with Del Rio?
Fucking ass. I am not 45. I'm 39, and I do look great. I just turned 39, you jerk offs.
52. He's 52.
I got a lot of guys I went to school with and shit, and like they're all bald and shit, and I don't have any of that. I got a full head hair. Yes,
But
great.
Cappuccino 80 donated $2. Should Swagger feud with Del Rio, come out and say to Zeb Coulter, hey, you weren't a real American, kind of racist though. I don't know. Swagger, the only thing Swagger seems to be doing right now is putting up the rings before the events. Like, I think he gets to sleep in a bus, and then he puts up the rings. And he sells concessions, I believe. So anything for Swagger would be good. More than likely, they will feed Swagger to Del Rio, if I had to guess. Because they're going to try and push Del Rio to the moon. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. I forgot what I was going to say, but I completely forgot. Fuck. Doom TR33 says, you look great, Tommy. I never think you're 45. You only focused on the 45, not the fact that you were.
No, it is because Terry wrote that shit, and Doom probably believes it. That's what pisses me off, because he's probably, wow, you really feel good for 45.
But you didn't take the compliment there.
No, I only saw the bad things. That's me.
Focus on the negative.
Yeah.
Focus on the negative. That's right. That's right. A little bit of an update here, in case people want to know. Tommy C's fantasy hockey team has lost officially.
Yeah.
The shit bums lost.
Shit bum.
Claude's grab assers.
Yeah, I know. Glenn beat me, and I told you I had him nailed. But the night during Wednesday, I mean, he kicked the shit out of me, 50 points. The night that I was supposed to put a beating on him, Lindbergh had a goal tonight. It just didn't happen. His guys just showed up, and you know he's like he's a real homer. That's the problem when you go up against homers in this league, and they pick all like Philadelphia Flyers or in fucking Germ's case. He picks all, yeah, that's a good time. And I learned my lesson. Like I went for a Colorado Avalanche heavy draft in 2013, and of course I had Nathan McKinnon. Everybody started off real hot, so I was kicking ass. But the problem was towards the end of the season when they cooled off, I had like games where I was really outnumbered by players, so I had to trade for them and stuff. So it didn't really work out in the end. So a lot of these guys in our league that have like hot, like a bunch of key players on a hot team, they'll burn out towards the end.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but hey, a loss is a loss, a win is a win, and that's what it is. The important thing to me is throughout the course of the last 10 days, some dumb motherfuckers, I believe you're one of them, dropped Pavel Datsyuk.
Yeah, I think I did. Well,
and Duncan Keith. I got to pick them both up and put them on injured reserve. They don't count against my team until they come back.
I don't know if I don't think Duncan Keith, I don't know if I want to keep a guy on IR that long. I haven't had by the way, my team
4 to 6 weeks, I'll keep him.
Yeah, and you can't keep him and Datsyuk.
Yeah, you got 2 slots.
You have 2 slots this year?
You got 2 IR slots.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you fix it that way, or did my wife beat Debbie? Yes, we can stay married.
That's good. Your love is now continuing to thrive. That's good.
That's good. I was gonna dump her, move to Texas.
Yeah.
Let's
get back into the copious amounts of notes so I can wrap this motherfucker up here soon because I'm tired.
Yeah, sure.
I'm exhausted. Next match was the New Day versus the Dudleys, man. Thought it was a really good match. Little botched by the 3D there, but, it's all right. I loved what the New Day did throughout the entire match. Running into cameramen, say, move, sucker! Calling plays and using the iconic Dave Chappelle Prince line, Computer Blue. Loved that. I don't think a lot of people caught it, but it was great. And then, of course, hashtag Caucasian Kamala. Awesome. Great finish for the New Day. They got the win. It was cool. Yes, they cheated once again, but they're going to. It's what they do. And it's
they're heels.
They're heels, and they're great
heels. Get over it.
It's pretty damn awesome. I was really happy with that. I don't know if it's the end of this feud with the Dudleys. I certainly hope so. But the only question is, who the fuck is next? There's not another tag team. What are they gonna do? It's not good. It's not good.
Tag team. What happened to the Usos? They just buried them, or
one of them had a really bad shoulder injury, but I believe he's coming back. So that could be the next tag team.
Okay, that'd be nice.
That would be
I'm not really cool on their gimmick, but they can work.
They can work. They can fly, man. The Usos, Uso crazy.
Not crazy about their gimmick though. They're just like it sounds very, I don't know,
Their
80s.
gimmick is they're Samoan twins. I mean, there's.
Yeah, I know, but it's that's not it. Like I don't know. See, I guess everybody can't be the anti-hero because I'm a big anti-hero guy. Yeah. But it's just like I hate guys that like really play to the crowd, and I'm not complaining about them. I'm like, oh god.
Not everybody can crack a guy in the fucking leg with a hammer and then save a baby at the same time. It's hard to do.
I like that.
It's hard to do.
Especially hits the baby by accident. But go ahead.
The next match on the card there is what I thought the night was going to kind of go awry, and it did not. Charlotte and Nikki. I thought the match design was absolutely brilliant. I thought the idea of how they did it with Nikki punishing Charlotte's back and Charlotte taking the amount of punishment she did. Nikki wrapped her in some really, really unique ways. Some sick bumps, man. A really unique reversal off the top rope with Charlotte doing a flip that I don't think anybody else in the division could possibly have done. It was just really, really cool. Nikki shows that she does not have the athleticism to pull this stuff off, but God, she tries, and she's improved so damn much that I have to give her a pass. I have to give her a pass because I thought it was really, really good. I loved the match. It's not Bayley and Sasha, but we never thought it was going to be. It was still a very solid match, and nobody was expecting it to be. So I'm happy with that. Let's take another call. 540. You're live with Tommy C and Dead on Dave.
Yo, it's Pittsburgh.
Oh, God.
Hey.
What's up, Pittsburgh?
What did I tell you about Roman Reigns, Dave?
He won. He won. Do you
told
want
you
do you
so,
want him to
man.
jizz in your hair? What the hell?
That's what I want to call for.
No, not at all. You can't.
Yeah.
You called in to gloat. You called in to gloat on my show.
Would suck.
So you're happy he got the win, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's where you got your money shot tonight, and that's great. Look, I wasn't happy with the win. I said it, but I was happy with the match. The match was great, and now that the way that the event ended, it works for me. I'm at peace with the entire decision because it works.
So what? It's going to be a 4-on-4 now. It's Survivor Series.
Yeah, because the Wyatts are not wasted. The Wyatts are moving on to bigger and better things. I don't know if you caught it or not, but Dean and Roman in the back, they teased where they're going next, and it seems to me that tease was designed for Seth Rollins. So we're going to get Roman Reigns and Seth now, which is fantastic news, because that means we're probably not going to get them for WrestleMania. Thank fucking God. So that means there's some long-term booking here that might actually make WrestleMania awesome. I like that.
So if they're going to be doing a 4-on-4 Survivor Series, who do you see Undertaker taking?
If it's just 4-on-4, which I'm assuming it probably will be unless they want to add somebody else to the Wyatt team, which I don't know who they would. Undertaker, Kane, I think JBL, and somebody said Mankind earlier, and I think it's a really good idea. If he can't do it, which I'm not sure he can, and Sting can, Sting's a great idea. So that would be my 4.
The big shock to me tonight was Alberto Del Rio.
Del Rio. Yep. It shocked a lot of people, man.
I was expecting Dean or Daniel Bryan or someone of that nature.
This was, in some ways, this was better. Because as much as I wanted to see Daniel Bryan return and all that would have been great. Save his return for a bigger event, and you give a genuine shock with Del Rio. It was a good move.
So, basically, Cena's done for about, what, a month, 2
Yeah, he's
now?
scheduled returns like late December, yeah.
So then who's going to be going after Del Rio? I mean, who would you have go after Del Rio?
Well, there's a lot of people. I mean, Swagger's not a bad idea to feed him to him early. Yeah, he's going to need somebody to take on like tomorrow. Swagger's not a bad idea for that. You got a deep mid-card. The cool thing is about having Del Rio there is there are some guys that he really hasn't had a lot of experience with, Like, I'd love to see him and Cesaro right now. Cesaro was a bad guy back when Del Rio was around, so they didn't really feud too much. He'd be a lot of fun to see. Ziggler's an option. Tyler Bree's an option. I mean, there are plenty of guys that are options. But we don't really know what Del Rio's role is going to be. It looks like he's going to be a heel with Coulter, but we're not 100% sure. So it's going to be interesting because he was pretty over tonight. The crowd was really into him, but of course he was in there with CENA, so that's not a shock.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, Pittsburgh?
That's all I got, man.
Hey, I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Say goodbye to Tommy C before you leave.
Penguins suck.
Bye, Tommy.
Bye.
There you go. See? I make them show respect.
I don't care.
I'm here for you.
Just glad that everybody knows that I'm actually not 40 yet. Chad, that's all I care.
I'm the one who fucking did that shit.
Like,
It's actually my fault.
Yeah.
I started that shit.
No.
Started calling you 45 and shit.
The thing is, like, I think Terry was busting my balls, and Terry started busting my nuts, and then everybody thought, I was like, oh, wow, he really does look good for 45. Good job, Tommy. I'm like, yeah.
Where's the fountain of youth?
I should have went with that.
You should have went with that, but that's okay.
Actually, you know what else I'm going to do? When I get a job, I'm still going to pretend. I'm going to pretend I'm, like, unemployed for years to come. Just fucking, that's another thing I'm going to do. I decided. Like, we're never going to tell everybody I got work. We're just going to go on for forever.
Just lie about it forever. Hey, you guys in the chat, man. We're at
it's not now.
We're at 46 likes tonight. Make sure you get us to that 50 like mark, man. We're almost there. Make sure you get us there.
Yeah. Like, share.
Like, share, subscribe.
Mm.
Dude, 1,500 subs, man. Dead on Dave Productions is officially there.
I saw actually 1,501. I just refreshed the page.
You're a huge part of that, man, and so thank you. I mean, you've been with me since day one of this channel. You and I have been podcasting, recording for over 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Forget about this issue because it's fucking awful back then. I can't listen to you that back then.
But I appreciate everything. You're
welcome, Dave.
Couldn't ask for anything more.
That's worked out. All those death threats we were out worked out. You know.
Exactly.
I can't wait to talk to you about that offline. I find out details.
The death threats. Oh, I got a story to tell you about that. Oh, by the way, everybody, man, if you haven't seen it yet, the Pour Honey on Your Titties shirt exists, and it's for sale right now at Spreadshirt.com. DeadOnDave.Spreadshirt.com. Go check it out, man. The copious graphics guru himself, Sal, has redesigned all the graphics, which you see. Look at this beautiful Hell in a Cell graphic. And all
because we sent death threats.
You got to let it go for now, buddy. But go check out www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com and pick up your shirt. Daniel Hoover, I was about to answer your call. I'm going to call him. I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to call him. Now he keeps calling. Okay. Daniel Hoover, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, man. How you doing tonight?
We're doing coke. No, I don't know. We're doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, just thought I'd let you know that November 24th SmackDown I'm going to.
Yeah.
The main event is going to be Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Kane.
Ah. That really
So if that's any indication.
Oh, God. That means I'm partly wrong there. That sucks.
I mean, they could change that by then because I mean, Del Rio's back. Who knows? Maybe they still sign Del Rio like last minute.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see Roman and Dean in this Survivor Series match with Taker. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want to see that. You know, maybe Seth gets involved with maybe he's the fifth. Maybe Seth is the fifth for the Wyatts, and there's your 5-man team there. And then it's Undertaker and Dean and Roman and 2 other people. Maybe that's the case. I don't know if I like that either.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I wish Taker would just go away. I'm kind of getting sick of his act.
I don't know. Based off tonight, I have no problem with Taker sticking around. He was great tonight.
I'm not saying he wasn't good. It's just like, I mean, come on. I mean, like, the story's been told. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you can't send him away until WrestleMania 32 in
No, I
Dallas,
get to it.
Texas.
That would be insane. But I mean, I wish they would just end
I know
the
what
story.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Fair. Cappuccino in the chat says, what happened to Isaac Rojas, or is it a sensitive matter? No, it's not a sensitive matter. I love Isaac Rojas. I appreciate everything he's done graphics-wise on the channel. He just doesn't do them for me anymore. He just every now and then he shows up, says if he needs something, I ask him, and most of the time I wait 5 or 6 weeks. I don't complain about it. I've never complained about it. Never will complain about it because I love what he does. Somebody came to me and said, hey, I'd love to redo your graphics. I said, go for it. And he's fucking amazing. So there it is. There's the story. It's not sensitive at all. I love Isaac.
If I got to stick up for Isaac too, Isaac is 18 years old. He's in his first college. He lives in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, he's got other shit to do.
Sure.
Besides make us like middle-aged guys fucking graphics.
He doesn't miss a Cronin pay-per-view graphic though.
No, he doesn't. Well, then that's fine. You know what? That's fine too. I'm not going to sit there and pass
That's
judgment on the guy.
okay. I'm not saying nothing.
Well, I mean, he can't
He's
do
a
it.
crazy
I mean,
motherfucker.
Who's crazy?
He's a motherfucker.
Who's a crazy motherfucker?
He's fucking insane.
I like
Cronin.
Oh,
yeah.
As far as I know, he hasn't badmouthed me in this whole thing, so I have no problem with the guy.
I was telling him I saw Kevin Steen like a while back, and I was saying something about how his thing used to be kill Steen kill, and he was like, no, it never was that, and I was like, yeah, it was. He hung up on me, and he's like, listen, dude, if you ever do that fucking again, I'm gonna fucking find you, and then I'm gonna kill you. And he just started going off his tangent.
When
and I was like, okay.
This
about
happened
a couple months ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think around Night of Champions, actually.
Oh, wow.
The only time I ever called it.
I even knew it was Steen kill. I that's so weird.
That's a
And
we all have our Cronin stories to tell. It's completely fine. He's over there. We're over here. It's not a big deal.
Exactly.
What else you got for me, Hoover? What's your rating for tonight, bud?
Oh man, I mean, with all my, you know how much I love Wyatt, so I'm gonna give it an 8.5 just for my hashtag pray for Wyatt and hashtag prayers answered. That's all I care about.
Tweets you were sending me tonight, man. Great tweets tonight.
Yeah, man. Hey, take it easy. I'm glad you had a good night. Tommy C, always love hearing from you, man.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mr. Hoover. You take it easy and make sure whatever you do, don't suck at it. Get it because your last name is Hoover. Get the fuck out of here. That's fantastic.
Oh, that sucked. That was awful.
That was incredible. It was amazing. It was amazing is what it was. You can only get that here.
It was a dumb joke in Spaceballs. She's gonna suck the blow.
She's gone. It's Mega Maid, sir. She's gone from suck to blow.
It's a great movie.
It's a great one. So we talked about Seth and Kane. I hated that match. And, of course, we talked about the terribleness that was Ryback and KO. And then, of course, Taker and Lesnar, man. I think we hit that pretty much ad nauseum. This show tonight was fantastic, man. Hell in a Cell was great. It was restored my faith that the WWE can book well every now and then. It's incredible. We started to lose faith that was possible. But guess what? It is possible. It's amazing. So, Tommy, final thoughts?
Amazing. I'm sorry.
That's why I love having you here, because of your dynamite drop-ins.
Yes.
Well, I think... well, you're not lighting it up for me. So...
I did okay. What are you talking about? I didn't do bad at this.
No, I needed something right now.
Oh.
I set you up. You got to hit me. But no,
I give it 7 out of 10. I don't know.
You didn't watch.
I read some pro wrestling news.
Oh God!
Training some the NFL guy to come in.
Christ.
Man, that's what I read.
Yeah, I read about that too. That there's actually a rugby player and a former second-round draft pick in the NFL who's coming over. Yeah.
Good for them. Hope things work out.
But hey, I hope you guys loved the show tonight. I hope you liked Hell in a Cell, and I hope you loved tonight's review right here on Dead on Dave Productions, man. The party doesn't have to stop here. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll be around, so hit me up there. Go over to Facebook, Dead on Dave on Facebook. Hit me up there as well. And keep on keeping it copious, folks. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you thought about tonight's show. Give me a rating on Twitter. Tell me what you guys thought of Hell in a Cell. Can't wait to hear from you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a hell of a night tonight. We had a lot of people here. Did we hit 50 likes? That's what I want to know. We did. 52 likes.
Badass.
You're badasses. You're all the barons of badassery. Tommy C, thank you so much for showing up and being Tommy C.
Anytime, bitch. Bring my 45-year-old ass on here, and I'll help you out.
That's right. So if you like 45-year-olds talking about hockey, make sure you go check out Tommy C over at Shot from the Point, the most badass hockey podcast in all of YouTube. I'm there quite often, and we do a little show throughout the week called In the Crease with Tommy C, and we are absolutely killing it. Fuck modesty. It's a goddamn crutch. We're killing it over there. I want you to
sub it, and then go to the last video I uploaded. Please just dislike it. That's what I'm asking you to do. Go in there and
latest Shot from the Point live. It was horrible.
So you know what I'm going to do? Because I guess I'm going to call Jeff tomorrow and start yelling at him. We got 20 dislikes. I blame you for walking away.
Blame Jeff for the whole thing.
I'm going to blame Jeff.
I'm going to have to sit you, Jeff. I'm going to have to sit you for 2 weeks. That'd be a great conversation.
That'd be super funny.
Yeah, make sure you check out Tommy C over there, man. We want to get all of us to 1 million subscribers. Yes, you would think that we would just go to the next 100, but no. I want Tommy C and I to have 1 million subscribers each. We're going to get there one day. Might take us 50 years, but God damn it, we're going to get there.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much for all the support. The donations tonight, thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. Like, subscribe, and share. Show your love. Hit me up on Twitter. We will see you later on. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious, Tommy C. Peace.
There you go.